on basically, you can just read all this stuff, that part. But the most interesting thing here is he's talking about ink, and he says the chart kind of looks like leverage on Pulse and PulseX. And I was thinking about that today, just leverage in general. They talk about, ICOSA could be leverage for Hex and different coins and stuff like that. Leverage, it's funny. It's one of those things where it's even in the traditional sense, when things are going good, the ideal is that could go even further than whatever it's being leveraged on. And then when things are going bad, it can go down much further than the thing is being leveraged on. So Richard actually saying, people say, oh, yeah, Ink's the meme. Ink is Richard Hart's meme token, or just Ink is a meme token at this point. There's no use other than being able to sell it or trade it or whatever. You earn it. There's all these theories. Some people like it. Monetizing risk. I think it's really important to the health and liquidity of the ecosystem, and get people to yield farm and get people to put, lock up funds and earn stuff like that. Some people just think, hey, this thing just needs a purpose. I don't care if it's RH coin technically. It's why would it go up or why wouldn't it go down if only thing you could do is get it and sell it, that type of thing. But when he said the chart kind of looks like leverage on Pulse and PulseX, I don't think that was accidental. I think that he's perhaps pointing something out of, guys, this, you can call it a dump forever token, but if it's leverage on the two biggest blue chips that are in their ecosystem, how does it not go up? Like I've yet to hear a rational argument that doesn't tell me why it wouldn't go up with them. Just forget the liquidity bonding stuff. Just that alone, if the big man himself is calling this out, and then just its importance in the ecosystem in general for the liquidity situation. So yeah, what do you think about Ink and this whole leverage thing that RH was talking about here?
Well, so first up, the term leverage gets thrown around. So I think a little distinction on leverage should be put, because the price is functioning like a leverage trade. So the triple Qs is a leveraged index in Wall Street. So when something moves, the triple Qs will move 3 times as much. So if you get a 5% increase, the triple Qs is going to give you a 15% increase. So it's a way of betting heavier. But now actual leverage, this goes back to liquid loans and even Power City, what they're allowing us to do for Pulse. A whole nother play that people get interested in, or for PulseX, is, well, I can take a loan against my PulseX I can do it risky and say 80% of the value, 90% of the value, because I think it is going up and I'm so sure of it, I'm not worried about hedging my bets for going down. Now that I've taken this loan, what do I do with it? I buy more PulseX. That's a 1x leverage. Now you're holding more asset. You took a loan against it and you're holding another asset, like the same asset. So when it moves up, you sell a little bit to pay off your loan and you've got way more than you could have in the first place. Now, really crazy people will go, well, man, why don't I take this PulseX I just bought with leverage and take a loan against it and go buy some more? And then that's double X leverage, triple X leverage. So when the price moves up, you're getting way more action, but you're very heavily exposed. It gets kind of complicated. Now, this is where the triple Qs, you don't actually have to use anything as collateral in Wall Street to play the triple Qs. They're what you call a leveraged index because it's built to function with a greater way. And this is where, interesting, our blue chips our blue chip being Pulse, basically PulseX is a leveraged index on Pulse. So this is where I talked about it pumping harder and dumping harder. So when you get 10% up in Pulse, you're usually seeing a 20% up in PulseX. Same for when you see it down. And that's where the risk is, because you see a 10% down, you're seeing a 20% down in PulseX. That's a double leverage. But then you go over and you look at Ink, and you go, wait, that's like a triple leverage or quadruple leverage. Like we're seeing giant moves, like 10% in Pulse, and you're seeing 40% or 30% over in Ink. So it is more risky because market goes up, market goes down. And the leverage just means it has more potential to move up and more potential to move down. So in that way, yeah, if you are feeling all risky and bullish on the ecosystem, you could move into ink and play it like the triple Q play from Wall Street to get even more of the upside potential that the chain's about to do. And pointing that out is very interesting because, I mean, he already put out a tweet inviting haters to come wreck themselves on leverage trading platforms so they can short the asset. and he did that tweet separately and actually gave a little boost to some community members. I think the Fiat Fucks fame crew. Mm-hmm. And then here he's pointing out basically the Wall Street utility of ink, where it has reason to have volume just because it moves heavier, because it's speculation, because its liquidity is so small, its order books are so small, demand hits it and supply hits it exponentially harder. So it trades as a leverage play. So an chain full of speculation and yeehaw, it's fun for everyone. For the hardcore hexagons that are like, you have to have a staking ladder, you can never leverage trade, you cannot do all this stuff because it will get you wrecked. Everyone's having fun right now while price is moving up. Everyone feels like a pro. But when there's a heavy market correction, a ton of people that are rolling in the dough are going to go, well, man, I'm up 1,000x. Like I got 100 million pulse. I started with 1 million. And then they're going to go, how do I only have 10,000 pulse left? What happened? And it's going to be like, yeah, it's fun for now, but it's pennies in front of freight trains. And that's where it's so addictive, because it's like, yeah, whatever, man. I've got like 500% gains. What do you have? 200%? You don't know anything. Okay, just wait till the correction. All bear market, I was down 30% or break even. That was me all bear market. Yes, I got punched in the face with Hex, but I diversified and I bought the bottoms every time, and I did my market analysis. I timed the market, whole bunch of things. Like, it does matter a little bit, but the responsible edicts that were taught by hexagons are for a reason. People don't care that I'm saying this right now anyway. I still feel like I have to, but it's just in one ear, out the other right now. Blah, 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 blah. I'm going to go leverage trade on some ink. It's triple Q's. Top Gun said so.